Alright. It is time. Finally cast your freaking awesome replays. It's the Drop 'em Good challenge, where players had to droppity smack their opponents down with as many drops as possible. Down here in the bottom right-hand side, in the red, it is Lelik. And up here in the top left, in the blue, the one and only Skinny Malinky. Alright, early probe going across here for Lelik. It's a PvP. Hey, Botvidic, what's up? Oh my god, that's a good joke. Says, I once found a wallet full of money. I thought about what Jesus would do, so I took 10%. It's like, I'll just be taking a teeth and then returning it to its owner. Is it tithe or teeth? I know it's T-I-T-H-E, but I've only ever read that word. I've never heard it said out loud. Tithe? Teeth? I'll look it up after this game. As always, we like to play learning words here on the Pig stream. If you guys want to get your replays in for next week, we actually have another really good challenge, guys. It is called Cheeky Perv. That's right. Set up your cameras and scout everything. Couple of suggestions if you are wondering how to do that in a creative manner. Burrowed zerglings and floating buildings are two very specific ideas you guys can use to see everything, float those buildings through. You can even hold position, things like a barracks on top of a thing where it can't be spotted. There's some really cool ways of doing it. And I believe it's tithe. According to chat, it's tithe. Someone says it's tithe. It's just tithe, right? I think I'd say tithe. I think that's spot on. It's like scythe, tithe, right. Hey, welcome to Twitch Chat Teaches Pig how to speak English, the only language he speaks, and he doesn't speak it too good. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Tithe. Okay, so it's more like tithe. Not tithe, tithe. Tithe. All right, we're going to stop doing Pig Learns English from chat. It gets weird very quickly. Skinny Malinky's going to be going for a double Stalker opening. Now, Malinky here is what we call a bit of a Chad protoss. Now, Chad protosses don't scout because they don't give a fuck. Notice he's like, oh, I'm not going to, why would I scout? I'm just going to fucking do me thing anyway. Meanwhile, Lelik over here is like, I guess I get the information and react to everything I see. But because of that, this probe's lost a lot of mining time. It's been over there from early. It's checking for proxies, going across with adepts, making another nexus, and ooh, a third adept. Are we going to see a fourth adept as well? This might be one of those 4, 6, 8 adept openings. I struggle so hard against these. I find them very difficult to deal with, guys. These adept openings really are very rough to deal with. And what is that? A Stargate in the back. We got a Stalkers there. So 3 Stalkers, shield battery, nexus is on the way. Adepts coming forward. And you got to have a probe in position. That probe needs to hold the door. Oh, Lelik. What are we doing, buddy? Oh my god, talk about a late shade. Holy shit. Walks in, starts saying hits and only then shades. Could still get that probe. And needs to run that way. You can run back around the mineral line and often survive, but that red hit point adept's very vulnerable. And oh, Skinny Malinky a little slow to chase. Get it. Get the red hit point one. Get the red hit point one. He does nice focus fire. Gets rid of one of those adepts, and with that, a lot of the power goes down. However, ooh, even remembers to cancel the battery. Well done. And Lelik leaving this adept just standing right outside the base. Lelik here, absolutely no love for these adepts. Oof. Adepts are a very micro-intensive unit, and retention on them is very important. But does scout the expansion, you know, forces a battery. It's not the end of the world. Oracle's now coming out. One Oracle, second Oracle on the way here for Skinny Malinky, who does hit a bit of a supply block, but of course the Nexus does provide a ton of supply, and that's going to finish up in a moment. Down here in the bottom, Lelik, adepts, Stalkers. It's got a shield battery. I don't like this shield battery. It only covers like this half the mineral line. This is the shield battery where you're like, cool, it's not denying, it's not blocking any mining efficiency. That's why people do this. But then what's the bet? The Oracle is going to come in, right? It's going to kill like 5 probes before they even get pulled in range of it. Yeah, this is, how quick can the like respond, Oracle? Here we go. Hello kids, would you like to see some lasers? Pulls out his industrial grade laser pointer and starts just shining it in the eyes of these probes. It's like, oh no. Ooh, actually, okay, gets 5. Could get a 6th there easily, but you know what? 5 is still more than enough. The shield battery is like, oh, sorry guys, why didn't you just come over here and refill your shields? They're like, well, the Oracle instantaneously fucking blasts our faces off, so maybe you should have been built in range of us. He's like, oh yeah, but it would have meant a slight detour for the probes, losing you 2 minerals a minute of mining. Well, 5 probes, a little bit more than that, unfortunately. Now with 2 oracles, they don't even care about shield batteries, so guess there is an argument for that. Lelik, though, has been probing very well. He's going to strike back to its depths. Can we get some probes? Oh, they don't sync up the attacks, and once one's gone, the shield battery does a good job. Those depths do nothing. Now, there's a Phoenix here, but oh, it's just out of range. Yeah. Phoenix, do your job. Do your job, Phoenix. Oh, no. There's another one building, but it's not ready just yet. There's plenty of Stalkers. You know, Lelik. Oh, Lelik finds him. If the Stalkers can react to this and move up. No, Lelik wasn't watching. It was an F2 to the front of the base, I think. Oh no, Lelik. There's 3 oracles. Lelik has everything needed to shut this down, but is not looking for it. Is building mass battery on the front. No. Phoenix don't kill oracles anymore, guys. Watch these Phoenix tickle these oracles. Hey, who wants a tickle? No, they're not. What are they? No, they're back. Oh, Lelik, no. Who wants to come to the laser disco? Who wants to come to the laser disco? I think those probes actually probably should have stayed near the shield battery. Oh no. Hold position. Oh my god. Oh god. That was like, they just took a bunch of healthy kids into the LASIK studio and they were like, we don't actually have short vision or anything like that. And they're like, where you will once we're done. And they just started chopping their fucking irises out of their bloody eyeballs. Jesus, Lelik, the Stalkers didn't react at all. That was a moment where an F2 response would have been a better response than relying on the Phoenix there. Oh no. Now there is a Stalker drop coming up. Lelik is probing, trying to recover here. But I think Skinny Malinky has already lasered the fuck out of these workers and taken them to Dicktown. Is now coming in with the most Chad of drops. Now, if you guys do a Stalker drop, remember, why would you do a Stalker drop? Stalkers are the lowest DPS unit for their cost and the space they take from the prison. So why would you do this? It's to show your opponent that you're better than them and you're playing with your food. So Skinny Malinky comes in here with the 4 Stalker drop, says, oh, lol, 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 accidentally runs the Prism off, and Lelik's like, get the fuck out of here, you dickhead. The Phoenix are finally going to shut that down. That's what you get for Stalker dropping, you piece of shit. Against a player who he knew was going Phoenix, by the way. Didn't even wait for the Phoenix to be on his side of the map. He was like, this'll work. He's so committed. Okay, so I get what we're seeing. I was like, well, this is a pretty shit game. Malinky has a game-winning situation. He's done a pretty normal oracle opening, done damage. What has this got to do with drop him good? I see. Skinny Malinky is now trying to force Prism drops to work against a player who has heavy Phoenix. And this is literally the worst thing to do. So what we're going to see is we're going to see a child in the form of Malinky trying to force the square shape through the circle hole. You guys know the toy? You got to fit the triangle goes in the triangle. What we're going to see is Skinny Malinky try and force the fucking square through the circle. And he's just smashing it on it, and he's smashing it on the toy. And he's going, why this no fit? Why this no fit? What Prism drop not good versus Phoenix? And he's just gonna keep trying. He's like, no. We're gonna fucking force this. I will force it through the Phoenix play. Oh no. It's gonna work as well. The Phoenix have not been scouting the map. They have not been checking for it well. There's a Prism down there on the left, a Prism on the right. The Phoenix are doing some good damage. They need to recall home though once this Prism comes in. What have we got at home? There's actually enough Stalkers and Immortals. You know what? The probe advantage is not really that big for Malinky. He does have a third, but only up 9 probes. Those Phoenix doing a good little bit of damage there to equalize. But most importantly, Malinky is more focused on the Prisms. We've got Zealots there on the ground. We've got a Prism there. We've got a Prism up there already. The Phoenix are on the other side of the map. If there's a time to do it, I think now is it. But maybe waiting for the army to come across the map as well. And no, he's going for it. 2-pronged. Oh, Zealots in both doors at the same time. We call this the surprise backdoor maneuver. Something that should always be used in StarCraft, but very rarely, if ever, in real life. The Zealots coming into both bases at the same time. The army's out of position. The probe's trying to run. Lelik's in trouble. A lot of mining time and already a ton of probes going down. The Phoenix are all being forced home. Are any of these Prisms going to get out? Look at this one Zealot down here. He's doing a lot of damage. He damages all the probes, doesn't quite finish any of them. He just wants them to know. You know, it's part of getting your money back, remember? If you're like a loan shark enforcer, you're not meant to kill them. You're just meant to beat them up a bit. Maybe break a finger or a toe, slam them into a door. Case in point, guys, please tip the stream so I don't get my face slammed into a glass door again. It's essentially, you know, you've got to get in there and bruise them. So he damaged a lot of probes. So it's an example. He says, no. you better pay me your fucking money in future, or you see what's going to happen. And Lelik goes and scouts and manages to miss the prism. Again, both prisms escaped. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Oh, Lelik, please split some Phoenix to attack along the edges of the map. Oh, Lelik groups everything back up at the front. Oh, no. And once again... Oh, Skinny Malinky. Okay, at this point, guys, where there used to be a circle shape, it basically looks like a square shape because this square is fitting in perfectly. This is about as snug a fit as you could find. These Zealot drops work for the second time in a row. Lelik is running around chasing his own tail, screeching in pain and frustration. As once again, okay, one prism went down, the other prism got out again. The Zealots are killing pylons. These Phoenix are frantically running around. And I mean, this is what it feels like to be the piece of rope in a tug of war, guys. Lelik is just like, oh, I'm getting my arms literally ripped out of their sockets by some Chewbacca protoss. This is fantastic. So fun. Is he finally going to find a prism? Malinky, by the way, is just hiding in the fucking open. Is Lelik finally gonna find a prism before it goes in? Oh my god. I think that's only 3 warp prisms that have died this game, even though there's been like 7 individual drops while Phoenix are out. Absolutely ham. Skinny Malinky is up on charge, +1 upgrades. Is making mass unupgraded Stalker? Maybe not. I'm not too much of a fan of that. Maybe if Blink comes in. The Phoenix going to try and fight this. One Phoenix goes down, but they do take out a Stalker. Oh, they're attacking. Oh, they are focus firing a little bit. Take out another Stalker. Can they get one more? No, the drops go down, and there's plenty of Stalkers here. The Phoenix, I think, just going to go after probes, maybe. Oh, another Phoenix going to go down if they attack move, but Malinky there, I think, missed the A move. Was kind of move commanding, trying to get on top of them. Malinky right now is just having fun at this point, I think. He's just, you know, if I think of this game, I think of Lelik's like, let's go. And Skinny Malinky just kind of like has a deep, hearty, growling laugh from deep in his chest. Oh, and he just like slaps him on the back. And fucking Lelik's dentures pop out of his mouth. Like it's just like this comical difference in the strength just because of this early game. Those oracles lasering the workers, and Skinny Malinky's like, I'm gonna do a drop again. Oh, Lelik's like, I don't like Dicktown. I don't like the smell of gooch. And Malinky's like, well, you better get used to it, mate, because that's all you're gonna be smelling for a while. That's right, the deep scent of gooch. The warp prism comes in, does cancel that warp and saves the prism, but once again, so many probes going down. And it's insane, man. These continual Zealot drops over and over. The Phoenix picking them up. Did the prism go down? Oh, he recalled it. He recalled one of the prisms. Ah, very nice. And Stasis Trap's going to go down on the front. I don't know, Lelik. I feel like we need some spotters on the edges, mate. That's where they keep coming from. I think at this point, Skinny Malinky is getting closer and closer to just pushing across with a giant army. It's Blink and 27 Stalkers and 2 Immortals? Okay. So I think it's just a matter of time until Skinny Malinky decides to push in and kick some ass. And yeah, Lelik, I mean, I think he's slowly becoming accustomed to that Gucci odor, you know? He's like, I thought this was PvP, not a free ticket to Tank Town, but turns out, man, this sort of game feels so frustrating. Every time your Phoenix go across the map, a prism comes in. It's like clockwork. Every single time. And he's like, how do I never have units in the mineral line defending? He could actually, that would be a perfect drop location, but goes straight for the main again. And there's one on the left as well. You're kidding me. The Phoenix like, haha, we killed a probe. Looks back at home. Oh, again? Are you fucking kidding me? And look at that. He's going to warp in there as well. Hits all 3 mineral lines. The Immortals come back. Most of the army. Lelik, you've got to bring your army back. This has been one of Lelik's biggest problems. It's just never even bringing the units to defend. And look at that. Zealots warp in the base. Oh, no. These Immortals are even getting... Oh, are you going to kill 2 Immortals? Oh, no. 2 Immortals go down. Every single Zealot getting evicted from this life. Skinny Malinky says, oh, I'm sorry. Would you like to Lelik my balls? Lelik's like, that's not very funny, you fucking piece of shit. You were way ahead from the first Oracle wave, all right? This wouldn't work if you didn't just get lucky damage at the start. Skinny Malinky's like, I think that's a yes. I think that's a yes, buddy. Lelik's just like, fuck you, man. Like, get out of here, you fucking douchebag. Like, this is only working because I've been behind since the start of this game. Skinny Malinky's like, well, yeah, whatever you reckon. Either way, I'm going to keep making warp prisms as Zealots and double dropping you repeatedly. So fucking brutal, man. He's up to 76 workers killed. Oh, that one goes down. Finally catches on. Zealots drop in there, and he's going to try and warp in the main. The Phoenix, though, This may have been the best defense so far in this entire game. Only loses about 4 probes to that wave. This one, Zealot, though, runs away, survives to tell the tale. And, oh, we wanted a unit check. Chat's asking for a unit check, guys. 78 probes, 44 Zealots, 5 Prisms. It's been inefficient for Malinky, but Malinky is way ahead on the economy, so it doesn't matter. As long as Malinky keeps transferring workers off these 2 oversaturated bases down to the 4th, down to a 5th base and so on, we'll be good. He's adding double forge now as well. So we're saying, you know what? I need 3 forges. Here's a triangle of forges. This is what we call the Bermuda Triangle, guys. Anything that passes into this triangle of the Protoss's base will mysteriously go missing. It's actually true. It's a true science fact. If you step between 3 forges in a triangle, it's very dangerous. Lots of mysterious things happen there. Artosis pylons just go disappearing from this world just like that. The Phoenix once again fly across the map. Now, Lelik, if you were really smart, you'd know a drop's going to come in. And yet, once again, 0 defense in the main or natural. And people often say, why don't you just build a cannon? And I always explain why it's bad to just blindly build cannons. But I feel once your opponent's done a double prong drop in your main and natural once, it's not a bad idea at all. It's quite a good idea. Once they've done it twice, it's a fantastic idea. Now, when they've done it for the 13th time in a row, static defense, spotting units, or maybe a defensive squad ready to kill the... That might actually just be a 300 IQ... Sorry, did I say 300? It might be a 30 IQ move. I don't think you need that much IQ to know that's a good move, but I think Lelik is so frustrated by the fact that this game has just been such a shit show. Lelik's not thinking straight, and Lelik's kind of just going, fucking not again, fucking not again. Every time Lelik wants to re-establish control by flying the Phoenix across the map, forgets to leave any defense at home. Every single time the Phoenix fly across, the Prisms come in, it's like, oh. It's I don't know if it's a glitch in the Matrix or deja vu or what. I think Lelik just learned how stasis trap work. By the way, guys, if you put a stasis trap in range of stasis units, it'll go off straight away. You can do it if you do it now and you time it to finish just after they pop out. You can chain it so they're almost immediately trapped in a brand new stasis trap. But you need to time it out so it finishes after that first one. 5th base is on the way there. More drops coming in. Okay, Malinky, can we... He's like, nah, dude, I gotta make sure he really tastes. He really licks my balls. Ha ha! And I'm like, okay, Skinny Malinky, can we stop playing with our food now? Can we... Lelik is figuring out how to defend drops. He is figuring out how to defend drops. Like, he's actually getting on top of it now. He's not losing as many... He's not losing as many probes anymore. He's not just standing there and watching as his work is done. He's not... Sorry, guys, just had a bit of an aneurysm there. When I watch the same mistake 14 times in a row, it does result in a herniated disc in my brain. That's right, I have vertebrae in my brain and the discs herniate if I have to watch the same failed drop defense too many times in a row. Too many. 104 probes are being killed. Too many times in a row. Fucking short circuit, man. Okay, so my brain is hurting a little bit. I'm not sure if it is for you guys watching at home. I do recommend, I probably should have given a brain seizure warning at the start of this game. My apologies. I should have done that. Once again, oh, Phoenix not there. Nothing in the main or the natural. And oh yes, here's a Zealot drop. Ooh, it's a brand new maneuver. I've never seen this one before. They are going to try and pick up the Zealots. Probes are dying. And that's going to fly right back over the cannon. It does go down, but at the same time... Stop! I don't even feel joy watching this. This is not dropping someone to death. This is like just watching Lelik's soul leave his body in slow mode, guys. Is this Bronze League? Laugh my ass off. This is Gold League, my friends. I'm pretty sure this is Gold 1, I think. Or is this actually even higher? I didn't even check. I know one of the replays, was it the previous one maybe was Gold, actually. This one's pretty high APM. This could be like Platinum, right? I don't know. What league is this? Did anyone catch it? I'll check later. Yes, that's right. They're better than you. I know, Fally. This is my favorite thing about ICYFAR, Florencio files, etc. It really gets all the people in chat to realize how bad they are. It's great. Diamond 3, Skinny Malinky. Oh my god, you fucking legend. People go, oh, I'm not this bad. Yes, you are. You're worse than this. If you're not in Diamond 3, trust me, you are, guys. There is a point that happens when a game has too many things that trigger you and throw you off your game. where you don't just start playing bad, but you actually like fall apart and fragment mentally. And that's what's happening for Lelik here. Like Malinki's doing some nice plays, but it's so tilting. And we've seen pros die to the same drop, hitting 3-4 times in a row, and you're like, why aren't they defending? It's the same drop. We're seeing an exaggerated form of that, where, like I said, the angel of Lelik is rising out of his body, and he's going to purgatory. Because if you die in a StarCraft game to this, you go to purgatory. Now, wait. He's making carriers? The fuck are we making carriers for? Unfortunately, there's already Mass Tempest on the way with +1 shields, +1 flyer attack, and of course, tectonic destabilizers. Sorry, the resonance coil is the attack, isn't it? That's the ground attack, which now does it does 80 damage against structures without upgrades. So it does actually, it turns orange, it gets Dorito anti-building dust. And Skinny Malinki at this point is honestly, we're gonna fast forward because this game is just getting silly. But I love the dedication to the challenge. Malinki's like, I will queue these in. And these Phoenix, by the way, they have found 1 drop out of the 11 prisms they've killed. And here we go, yet again. Oh my god, still no cannons and batteries. What the fudge? Oh my god. Those zealots, you know they're all just giving the finger. How about you get fudged. The Phoenix, wouldn't it be funny if they find the Tempest? I'm pretty sure 8 Tempest beats 8 Phoenix or 7 Phoenix. It's a Mexican standoff. Except these guys have fucking RPGs and these guys have slingshots. Oh, the Phoenix get aggroed. The Tempest say, hello. Does take out the prism before he leaves. And that's Mass Tempest should destroy Mass Carrier, I would feel, if you have like equal cost. And with like extra bases and stuff, I think Malinki should win pretty easily. Let's see how this goes. So it's a 8 Tempest Assault. Now, they don't have any spotting units out front, which is kind of the problem. So they're just going to start to work on the buildings. We got a Zealot drop on the left, another one behind it ready to come in. Depowers that and starts running away. It's the Distraction Tempest. The Prism runs in, dies to a carrier. A Zealot gets out, takes out 1 probe, not terrible. Tempest's up here. They do take out 1 Phoenix. They got to focus fire the carriers. You can't run from that, Malinki. You got to focus fire the carriers. Ooh, Malinki's taking huge damage, man. Oh my god, oh my god, Malinki's getting wrecked. Malinki, you gotta click the carriers. You can't aim move this shit, mate. Stop shooting the Phoenix and Interceptors, Malinki. You gotta just shift click. You gotta just take this one to the chin, buddy. He just killed his own Tempest. Oh my god, he's panicking. Malinki's like, oh my god, I've been winning this game for so long. I can't lose it. And he realizes, oh, I do still have 31 Blink Stalkers. It's okay. We're gonna use those, buddy. Are we gonna use? Oh my god. Tempest come forward. The carrier's like, let's get the fuck out of here. Boosty zones. I love these boosty zones, man. We're gonna use Blink. One carrier falls. These carriers in the open, man. Oh, those Stalkers. They have been sitting up there in that base, and this is 31 Stalkers. That is a lot. Even with the Colossus and a few Immortals there, I do not think this is enough, man. The Stalkers blink forward. They are shooting Interceptors right now, though. Oh, Skinny Malinki's focus fire is utterly terrible right now. He's not clicking the carriers at all. His Tempests are clicking the carriers. Oh my god. It's okay, guys. The drop got in. That army was just a distraction. He definitely didn't just throw away 10,000 resources. He's like, it's okay. I can now recall in his base. And he's like, wait, I just lost my whole army. I can't recall it. Oh, 1 hit point Nexus. But he's got nothing to kill the Zealots. One's going to drop and hit it. Target it. He does it. Oh, Skitty Malinki. And this is this is true Florencio, where like he's just refilled the hope meter for Lelik. Lelik's like, I think I could win. My carriers, just hold on. He's getting +2 air attack. He's making Phoenix. Why the fuck are you making Phoenix? Carriers are the unit that's going to win you this game. He's making Phoenix. Why? Why? What? Can some chat? I very rarely ask you guys to do breakdowns. Can someone explain this? You've got Carrier, Colossus, Immortal, Disrupt Attack, and you swap into Phoenix? What the fuck? Recall into the main. Skinny Malinky, Mass Zealot, Stalker, Tempest is like, let's fucking go. Oh my god, why do we... He's trying to kill the mothership because he can't see the cloaked army underneath. Mama taking one for the team. GG, well played, Skinny Malinky. Guys, we'll stay in that replay. Phoenix shoot air. Pew pew. These are chat's answers to why he would go into Phoenix. The Phoenix are there to shoot the Tempests. Because there's zero focus fire. It's a distraction. He's a Roddy fan. As I expected, your guys' explanations are just as nonsensical as anything I could think of. Can we watch that fight one more time? That was insane. Why are some of the Tempest attacks red? When you get that Tectonic Destabilizers upgrade, it gives you bonus damage to buildings. So when they're shooting buildings and they have that upgrade, their attacks are orange to let you know they have that upgrade. Guys, we got to watch that engagement one more time. That was honestly, like I always talk about Tempests are only good for one thing, and that's like stutter stepping back and focus firing big capital units like Colossus carriers. In this case, they were stutter stepping and attacking Interceptors, Phoenix, and themselves. And then I'm like, oh, that's cool. You can just blink on this army. That's fine. Like, this is not a terrible fight. Basically, with this fight, what you do is your Tempest shift-click the carriers and then the Colossus, and your Stalkers just, like, blink forward and focus fire Colossus, Immortals, carriers, whatever, right? But instead, you're going to notice the Tempests, they do take out one carrier, but then they start shooting Interceptors. You can see by the way they're turning around, they're just tracking on random Interceptors. The Stalkers run forward, they blink in, they kill one Colossus, and then they waste about 4 volleys killing random Interceptors. They then start shift-clicking some of these bigger units, but they've already spent so much time milling about, and they were all here, and they were shift-click on units back there, which they couldn't reach. So all the Stalkers were kind of milling about. The Tempests, look at that. It's just... So that's literally Nicolas Cage in The Wicker Man, right? Watch the Tempests. They are all doing their best Nicolas Cage impersonation. Ah, not the bees! The bees! And they're just fucking turning in circles, screaming. Like, just wait for it. Every time when they don't have a target, you can see them just go full Nicolas Cage. Wait for it. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. It passes out so much. Isn't that great? One of the worst fights of all time, but overall, non-stop commitment to the drops, and Skinny Malinky forces the square through the circle. I fucking love it. GG, well played, mate. Made a way to drop your opponent to death. Yes, you had crazy momentum with the Oracle lasers, but you finished it in style, forcing those drops down that Phoenix player's throat. GG, well played, mate. Hats off to you. If you guys enjoyed this game, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, check out the merch. Get yourself a Pig Overlord t-shirt. Hey-oh. Much love, guys. See you in the next video. Goodbye and good night.